That's good. All right, so welcome to another episode of a home workout. Shaboom! We're gonna get ready here. Sana is ready. 3 different movements. Let's start off with the warm up in a side plank. So, in the side plank, you're gonna be on elbow. You're gonna have your feet pressed into the floor. The legs are gonna be nice and long here. Good, and you're gonna try to keep your hips in line with the feet and the shoulder, and it's just gonna be a short 10-second. Boom, switch. It's that simple. Boom, and switch is all we need to see here. A nice little side plank. That is good. All right, let's rest there. So, if this is very hard for you, what you can always do is go on the knees instead of on the entire feet on the side. Makes it a tiny bit easier. Your support base is changing there. Our second movement is a regular squat. So, sitting upright, nice and slow, going for that deep squat, making sure her butt goes right to her heels, not behind, her knees going, tracking the toes, big toe in the floor, little toe in the floor, and the heel as well. So pressure in the middle of the foot, sitting nice and upright. That's what I love to see in the air squat. Let's rest here. As a scaling option for injuries, today we substitute this for a plain good morning. So, let's make a slight knee bend here. Hinge from the hip, sit back, squeeze your butt, come up from there. Sit back, squeeze your butt, come up from there. Here we go. That's a nice little good morning going on here. I love that. Now, third movement is going to be with the band. So let's grab the band. We're going to wrap it around the body. Have it against our back here, long arms, and we're going to bring them together, and we call that a band chest fly. Here we go. Band chest fly, squeezing as if you want to squeeze. That's exactly it. I wanted to say hug the tree, but in this case, you're going to just demolish the tree, which is right there in the middle. Band chest flies. Let's combine this in a warm-up. Timer is going to be set for 5 minutes, pure quality AMRAP. We're going to do 10 seconds of the side plank on one side, 10 seconds on the other side. We do 5 little air squats and then 10 reps of the band chest fly. Find a good pace, keep going. Let's start this one together. Sana's going to start with you guys in 10 seconds, starting with that side plank on the elbow. There we go. Nice and static position here. Now she's having that bend there because Sana hates long transition times. So she wants to go from one movement right into the other. There we go. Just a 10-second. You can use the clock for count to 10. You can also just count to 10 in your head. I'm fine with both. Just don't cheat on the side plank here. I'd rather see 11 than 9. That's for sure. There we go. And then we go on into 5 air squats. Here we go. Sit nice and upright, butt tracking the heels there, going straight down, knees going over the toes. And then we go right into the chest flies. Now this is a nice and quick round, done within a minute. And then from there, we'll move on to that second round. Probably hitting about a good 4 rounds in total in that 5-minute time frame. That is for sure. Here we go. That was 1 round. We got all confused because it was so fast. You guys hit another 3 or 4 rounds. Meet you guys back for part 2 in just a second. Alright, so let's get ready for part number 2, which is pure mobility. We're going to work the squat specifically here today with 2 different movements. You're going to set your interval timer for 6 intervals, 40 seconds of work, and then 15 seconds of transition time. Let's call it transition time instead of rest. Sana's going to start off with the bootstrap squat for 40 seconds, which is an active movement, same as the other 2 basically, in 10 seconds. So please tag along with us, start with us, and let's all do this. You're going to wrap your hands underneath your feet. You're going to grab your toes there, pull your butt up. And from there, you're going to pull your butt down and your chest up at the same time. Arms stay within the knees, very important. Then you drive your butt up again, nice and high, stretching the hemis, and then stretching the hips when you come down. It's a nice and active way of warming up that squat position, feeling pressure in the feet properly. I mean, when your butt shoots up, you're in the heels. When you pull yourself down, you should actually push your toes into your hands there for 40 seconds. That's good. Going on for another 10 seconds. 2, 1. 15 seconds of transition. Stand up there for a second, and then we're going to go into that squat. We're going to start pushing out the knees there. We do that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we work one leg, we secure the other leg properly, and then we're gonna work on the one, right? So you're gonna try to be as upright as possible. Son is focusing on the left leg being pressed into the floor. He's gonna drive the right knee out, keeping the left knee in line with the toe for the entirety of 40 seconds, which is rough. You can lean as much as you want to into one side to allow more pressing of the knee outwards of the other leg. There we go. 10 more seconds of this one. And then I want her to just stand up to rest for 15 instead of staying in that bottom. So you got 3, 2, 1. Stand up. And in 10 seconds, she's going to sit down again and do the same on the other side. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Push out that knee. Here we go. She's now working the left side, securing the right, working the left. You can play around, guys, with whatever you want to do, but I just want you to focus on one side. If you want to make it ankle focused, you can drive the knee over the toes, which is fine as well. If you want to make it more hip focused, you want to work the rotation of the knee outwards. There we go. We got 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. I hope you guys tagged along with us. This was one round. It's 2 in total. Feel free to do 3. We meet you back for the workout in just a second. All right, part number 3 of today's workout is the workout. Hey, there we go. That's a double one. Now, we're going to have 4 different movements, and we're going to provide you with some injury options because if you're injured, you can still join us. Yeah, let's have a look at Sana here, starting with the alternating heel touch. She's going to be on the floor, knees are going to be up, legs up. She's going to just bend the torso to the side to find her heels there, but she's going to try to keep her legs in the same spot while she's moving. Let's take a break. Let's show the people at home what to do. As a scaling option for this is if it's very hard to reach your feet, you can also just move your feet to your hands. That's nice. Second movement is the happy drop squat. So let's stand up, have our face happy, have our feet underneath the hips, and then we kind of like slide and fall out into a squat. Drop, stand up from there, slide back and drop, stand up from there, drop. Good, that's a nice little drop squat here. So the idea is to learn to catch with impact, get the legs to fire, and get that squat to be tight right away. Entire foot on the floor. Let's take a break here. Now I'm going to assume that if she has a jumping injury, she substitutes this for regular squats. But if she has like a knee injury going on, I want her to make a good morning. And since we're already using a back today for the last movement, she's going to use the back for the good mornings. Getting it tight around the chest here, sitting the hips back, slight knee bend. And then again, find the hammies on the way down, squeeze your butt on the way up. Make sure there's some wiggling toes there during the movement so the pressure is more into the heels, loading up that posterior chain and get that body to work. This is an injury option, guys. Our third movement is what? It's a diamond push-up. And we love to show off those triceps. So, diamond position, because diamonds are forever, girl's best friend. From there, you're going to slightly lean forward, get the elbows close to the body, get the chest to touch the hands, and squeeze back up using the arm drive. That's a good little diamond push-up. Make sure you keep that belly nice and tight, so you work like a plank. That's good. Let's rest there, Sana. A good scaling option for level scaling, as in I cannot do this for 10, is doing this on the knees or against an elevated object like a box, a table, a chair, whatever. I can keep going on, as you guys probably know by now. If you have an injury, what I want you to do is a close stance shoulder tap. So from there, you're going to close stance shoulder tap, and you're not going to do the same amount of reps, but you're going to do 2 shoulder taps per push-up. So that means 20 in total. Nice, Sana, that's very good. Now, our fourth and final movement is the curl, but then with the back. So you're going to grab your back, have the straps nice and tight, get your elbows slightly in front of the body, arms are nice and long, curl that thing towards your chin, hold it for a second, come back down. The lighter the bag, the more you have to control it on the top for a second, otherwise it's going to wiggle around. If it's very heavy, it'll naturally just come straight up and straight down. We showed you 4 perfect movements. We're now gonna do a perfect workout. Too. It's time for a 15-minute AMRAP with 10 repetitions of the heel touch, and the drop squat, and the diamond push-up, and the back curl, and man. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, let's go. There we go. So she's kind of bending to the side. I wouldn't call this a twist, I would call it a bend. It's nice to lit up the obliques, only for 10 reps. Why for so little? Because it's a freaking 15-minute workout, guys. If we would up the rep scheme here, muscle endurance would take a beating too fast, so we'd like to have the rounds being doable. I think the toughest movement in this workout will become, which is like the make or break movement, will become the diamond push-up, which Sun is going to do right now, but she's going to be smart and skill this to her knees here, okay? So when you do a knee variation, make sure you connect the hips, shoulders, and knees, so you're still staying kind of like a plank. Squeeze the belly, keep the arms nice and close, elbows in line with the body, drive through the arms to get up. 10 reps of the diamond push-up, get those triceps to work, and then we move on to the back curls, probably finishing around in a little over a minute. She's not going to do 15 rounds here. She's probably going to do about 10 rounds, which I think is perfect, because that basically means 100 heel touches, 100 drop squats, 100 diamond push-ups, and 100 back curls. If I would tell you that before starting this workout, you would be in awe. With AWE. In awe. Now, she's in awe. I'm in awe. You're in awe. See you back tomorrow.